fine here. So the next thing I'm going to do is say the color, and I say the color equals, and I'm going to pretty much copy this part right here and change it to color, because up here it's called color. And I'm going to save that there, and I'm going to say if it is if the string length of color is greater than 0, basically if I left it blank, we're going to consider it invisible. So I'm just going to say a little joke here. Echo, hey, if you want an invisible shirt, that is fine with us. But you may not be satisfied with that. So we will not process your order. And I'm going to put another break after that and save it. I'm going to set it to extra small, and I'm just going to leave it blank. Okay, but first I need to change this so it's less than 1, because greater than 0 will always happen. So I'm going to type in 2 extra small and leave this blank. Hey, if you want an invisible shirt, that's fine with us, but you may not be satisfied with that, so we will not process your order. Now, what if I left all these blank? It says you need to select a size from above, and so on. And then it also talks about the invisible shirt. It processed them in sequence. The size was processed first, so it echoed something about the size first, and then it processed the color, and then it did something about the color here. Now, if we said 2 and extra small, and then silver, we're going to get perfectly fine, because there's no return there. Now, let's put in something like the first. Let's copy these together here and cut these, and then move up so that we can process this before the form is echoed out, and then we can insert in PHP the values that we've determined they've put in. So I'm going to say echo, and I'm going to put in the quantity here, and then do that. And I'm going to copy this and put it there and put it there. And I'm going to put in size here. And I'm going to put in the color here. And I'm going to save that. So let's see, does it still retain the data here? Obviously I did not put in the right size, but it still retained it. So I'm going to put in extra small here and order. And then look, nothing wrong happened. So what if we want to know if something is wrong at all, we do not want to process it at all, and actually say, hey, do the processing. So we can say beforehand that errors equals 0 or nothing. And I'm going to actually move this up here in the processing section. And I'm going to say the errors, and I'm going to say plus equals 1, so it adds 1 each time it sees this. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. And I'm going to say if the errors are less than 1, then we have success. And success, yeah. And then I'm going to echo out your order was successful. And I'm not sure if I spelled that right here. Oh well, if it's spelled wrong, oh well. Now, let's put in here that I'm going to echo out something more here, and say with another break in the HTML, I'm going to say, sorry, but we could not process your orders because of faulty data entry. And I'm going to save that there. And I'm going to say order or successful. Now let me change this to extra small. And say, it will say, sorry, but we cannot process your order because of faulty data. Well, it's not really more than one orders, but just order. But and that's pretty much it for that. Now, I'm going to kind of re-explain everything here. First, we're initiating this array for the shirts. Then we're putting in values for the shirts with no specific IDs. I could put in IDs if I wanted to, like 1, 2, 3, but I'm not going to do that. And, oops, there we go. And then I kind of broke off the PHP, and then I said, here are your choices. Then I printed out those choices. And then I processed the data that they've sent to us. And from that point, I started echoing out the form. The method here, if I change to get, like I'll do it right now, just to show you an example of what get really is. I could click on order. It doesn't do anything yet because this is the old page, but then I can click on order again, and you can see up here that that it put the extra variables in here, like sub equals 1, quantity equals 2, like I have here. The size is that, and the color equals 4. That's pretty much what get does, is it puts it in the URL instead of in a hidden kind of packet section. But post is kind of preferred because it uses shorter URLs and most browsers support it anyway. And then we have this hidden value, which is called sub, which basically the user cannot change, so it always will be 1 if they've sent it correctly. And I check it here to make sure that it's actually been submitted. And then what I did is I put in the quantity box right here, and then I put in the size box, which is right here, and then I put in for the values of those two things, I put in the variable that we've already processed up here, and that allows us to keep form data inside of it, so that if they do have something wrong, then it can be then they can resubmit it after fixing something instead of having to retype every single thing inside the forms, because you can imagine that they can get quite large if it has to do with real financial fields that they have to fill out, like credit card information and etc. Now, the next thing I did was I had the color, which is normal text, and then I put in this submit button, and I changed the value, or what it will display its name as, to order, which is why it says it here. If you do not have this value set here, it'll just be titled submit query. Now the next part in the PHP, I first established that I have 0 errors at this point. And by the way, all this stuff right here within this block from here to there is processed when this exists. Now, right here, I check to make sure that I check to see if what they've submitted for their size is not within my list of sizes. And then here, I determine if they put in a blank thing for the color, and then right here, I check and see if they had any errors at all. And then right here, I said, well, sorry, but you've had more than 0 errors. Therefore, we will not process your form because it is not fully valid. And of course, you do not want invalid data filling up your work requests or what you have to manage, because it can be time consuming to get rid of kind of what you may call spam. Now, and that's it for today. And I'll probably be teaching you next time about the loops, like for, while, for each, and There may be some other ones that I just never used before, but I'm only going to really teach you those three because they are very, very important and fundamental for the future use of things. That's it for today. Signing off. Hop out 3, 2, 1.